Huge news in movies and money. Let's get to it with movie man Erik Childress, the founder of the Movie Madness podcast. Erik, the box office just had its biggest Memorial Day weekend of all time, and it also had a new singular champion.
That's right, Angie. Lilo and Stitch teamed up again to beat Tom Cruise twice this weekend. First by taking number one at the box office over the latest Mission Impossible, but also by besting the 4-day Memorial Day weekend haul of Top Gun Maverick in 2022. Now that film set the record with over $160 million. Now, Lilo and Stitch owns the record with $182.6 million. Just last week, I had been wondering if any film this summer would actually cross the $400 million line. Lilo and Stitch made $146 million for Friday to Sunday and is well on its way. Now, not to take anything away from Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, which also was number one within its own franchise, making $63 million over the weekend and over $77 million through the holiday. Final Reckoning has already added another $200 million to that total, and when it's all done, we're talking about a $4.6, even $4.7 billion franchise that will add up to over $1 billion in profit. Not bad for a series that some thought was dead 20 years ago.
This weekend, a horror film, Bring Her Back, debuts. That film made by the same creators of Talk to Me. And the Karate Kid franchise comes back to theaters. Here's a clip of that movie.
You have a foundation of Kung Fu.
We're going to build upon that with karate.
Ancient way.
Miyagi way.
There's two of them.
Focus!
This represents the history between the two families. 2 branches, 1 tree. This is why I came to train here.
Are you expecting a big profit?
Yes, Angie, the Karate Kid franchise is not nearly as profitable as Mission Impossible, but it has a legacy that has lasted over 40 years since the initial film was a hit in the summer of 1984. Now, since then, there are 3 sequels, a reboot, and 6 seasons of TV's Cobra Kai. The latest, Karate Kid Legends, brings together the star of the reboot in Jackie Chan and the original Karate Kid himself, Ralph Macchio, to help co-train a former student of Chan's for a tournament in New York. The 2010 reboot was a huge hit, so we'll see if there is still some interest in the big screen version given the small screen one just concluded earlier this year. Now, don't expect it to take down Lilo and Stitch, but it could prove to be a healthy number 2 this week. Also opening this weekend is Bring Her Back from brothers Michael and Danny Philippou. They were the architects of the surprise horror breakout from a few years ago, as you mentioned, called Talk to Me. It grossed over $44 million and is the 5th highest grossing film in A24's history. The studio is hoping this new bloody exercise will continue drawing in the horror fans who have helped make both Sinners and Final Destination Bloodlines 2 of the biggest hits of the year.
The summer box office is underway. Thank you, Erik.
Thank you, Angie.
Still to come, Trader Jane explains why the stock market could be in for a wild ride. Next in the final trade of the day, stay with Business First AM for a few loop-de-doops.